Have you ever tried to lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 40 or 50 pounds and fail? Well, most people that go on a diet fail within 3 weeks. They get the diet going, they lose some weight, but they can't sustain it because if it's a high protein diet, a high fat diet, whatever kind of diet it is, it's cumbersome and they've got to cook around their family and they've got to shop different and it's just hard to do, and so they fail. What about reading books? You ever bought a book, spent $20, $30 for this book and never finish it? Do you know that 80% of all books only have the first chapter read in them and then there's laid down and never picked up again? People just don't finish books. But in the last 60 days, I've lost about 15 pounds. In the last year, I read 15 nonfiction, meaningful books. How did I do that? I'll be glad to tell you in just a moment, but I'll tell you this strategy is something that you're doing already in your life. You're just not applying it in these other areas. In fact, the strategy is kind of boring. It's not very glamorous, but it works. We just need to use it in some of these other areas. And that strategy and that power is the power of habit. Now, some people may call it the power of rituals or daily edges, but whatever you call it, it works. You know, I have a habit of brushing my teeth before I go to bed every night. And a lot of times at night, I'm getting around, I'm getting my clothes together for the next day, and I'll get in bed and I cannot remember if I've brushed my teeth or not. And I have to get out of bed and I go fill my toothbrush to see if I've brushed my teeth. Have you ever done that? That's the power of habit. We've been doing something so long that it's just ingrained in us. So now we need to take that power and we need to turn it to these other things. One of the ways that I read a book a month is I read 10 pages a day. 7 days a week, every day, I read 10 pages in that book. At the end of the month, I've generally read a book because most books are between 220 and 300 pages. So at the end of the year, I've read about 15 meaningful books. The way that I lost the weight is about 2 months ago, I decided I wanted to lose some weight. I got an app called MyFitnessPal, and I put in how much weight I wanted to lose, and it told me I could eat 2,600 calories a day. I eat whatever I want, just as long as I stay under 2,600 calories. I use that app and I keep track of it with my phone. It's so easy to do, and I've done it for 60 days and I haven't even noticed, and the weight's just come off. So that power of daily habit is what's important. That's the power. It's the little gradual everyday things. Now, let me show you how I keep track of this. And I'm sure there's apps that do this. I'm sure there are. But I've just done it the old-fashioned way. I use an Excel spreadsheet, and I print this dude out, and I keep it in my journal. That way I can see it every day, and I just check these things off every day. So pardon the camera here, but I'm going to turn this dude around, and I'm going to show you what my page looks like, my list of daily habits. And right here, I've got 13 here. And there are things like getting up at 5 a.m. I am not a morning person, but in order to work out every day, that's the only time I can really work out is 5 a.m. So I have to get up and go. It's things like reading 10 pages every day, writing a thank you note every day. These are just some of the things that I do every day, some of the daily habits. And I'll tell you, this list started out with about 6 things on it. And I got so excited after the first month of doing this, I just couldn't believe how effective it was. I've just been adding things to it ever since. And you saw that list. That list had 13 items on it. And I just started a new one a couple of days ago, and I added another one. So I've now got 14 things. So I get a lot of these things done in the morning before I start my work day. And then I'll knock the other ones off throughout the day. And there's a couple that I have to do at night before I go to bed. But try using this power, harnessing the power of habit to chip away at some of these things that you want to get done in life. If you're struggling with something, try putting the power of habit on it and seeing if it will help you. You know what? There's not a darn thing that you and I can do about yesterday. Yesterday's gone. And you know, tomorrow never seems to show up. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow will be the next day. So tomorrow never gets here. So the only thing that we really have control over, you and I, is today. So I want you to win today. Please like and subscribe to my channel. In the comments, I'm going to put my email address and my Twitter account and my blog so that you can follow those things as well. Have an awesome rest of the day.